So far as the ring episode is concerned, it also becomes a close knit story with the casket story and the bond story. It is in the casket story that Portia presents the ring to Bassanio at the time of their marriage, and Nerissa also presents another ring to Greciano, and they are uh, presents as love tokens, and they are presented with a vow, a swearing, an oath that they will not separate with these rings in any circumstances. But in the trial scene, Portia, as the lawyer, takes the ring from Bassanio, while Nerissa also takes the ring from Greciano on some excuse, on some pretext or the other. And that is how the ring story develops and forms the connecting link between the casket story and the ring episode, and also between the bond story and the casket story, because Greciano and Bassanio, who belong to both the Bond story and the casket story, become at once connected with the ring episode. And if we talk about the importance or significance of rings episode, it cannot be regarded as a story like Lorenzo and Jessica episode or any other episode of the play. It is called a mere episode, or it is only an incident in the play, but then it has considerable dramatic significance. Had there been no ring episode, how could Portia and Nerissa be identified as the lawyer and the clerk in the court afterwards? Then again, how could there be any fun after trial scene? Trial scene is actually very, you can say, heavy scene, and the burden of the imminent death of uh, the main character, the chief character of the play, the Merchant of Venice, or Antonio, uh, was under hazard, under the risk of his life. So, after passing this trial scene, it was very necessary to introduce a comic interlude in a comedy like Merchant of Venice. So, if there would have been no fun after the trial scene, it would mar the comedy. Uh, there was so tragic gloom, suspense, and anxiety in trial scene. So we can say this ring episode serves as a very uh, needed comic interlude. And how again could be the humorous character of Portia and Nerissa be brought out properly if there would have been no ring episode? How could the love of Bassanio and Greciano for their wives be tested to uh, a comic sense? The ring episode also helps in connecting the Bond story with the casket story, because Antonio and Greciano, who properly belong to the Bond story, could not be so intimately connected with Portia and Nerissa, who are the chief figures in casket story. Of course, Bassanio is the chief connecting link between Bond story and the casket story, but yet the ring episode helps in strengthening the connecting link. On top of all, the episode contributes the greatest fun to the play. The fun which is available from the Launcelot Gobbo scene is no better than buffoonery. Launcelot Gobbo's comic sense is actually of a very, you can say, lower class. It does not appeal to the upper classes, or you can say it was not witty. It was not witty, right? So, and this kind of fun that Lancelot Gobbo presented can be environed only by the grounded, or you can say more lower class type of audience, whereas the fun of the Ring episode can be enjoyed by the decent section of the audience because it has more decent humor than the buffoonery or the vulgar humor of Lancelot Gobbo, like the trick of disguise, the exchange, and the presentation of the ring is an interesting device to delight the audience, particularly at the end of the play. So, ring episode is one of the very important uh, episodes of Merchant of Venice, and it definitely serves the purpose of comic relief in the end. Thank you very much.